Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven, and thank you very much for joining me today. And we are on our final day of our Advent Calendar week. I'm so sad that it's coming to an end, but I've thoroughly enjoyed putting these together, and I really hope that you've enjoyed it too. And I just want to say thank you all for your love and support. You know, commenting on my last two videos, it really means a lot. This tree, which has these boxes on, it has 24 boxes, so they go all the way around. And as you can see, I have a variety of different sweets in there. We have some fruitellas, we have some quality streets, we have chocolate Santas, candy canes, so you can fit a variety of different things in there. To make this, we are using Simply Made Crafts Witch's Hat gift box die set. Okay, now if you don't have this die, or you don't even have a die cutting machine, you could just cut 8 tall triangles. Okay, and I'll tell you the measurements. So the measurements of the triangle from the point to the bottom is 9 3/8. The width on the thicker part, it is 1 3/4. 8 triangles, and like I said, just add tabs on. So you can make this even if you don't have the die set. So if you want to know how we put this together, then let's get started, and I hope that you enjoy. So you'll need to die cut 8 of these that have the tabs on, 8 of these, and these are the matte layering pieces that's going to go on top. And then when you've cut these pieces out, you're going to get the star die and die cut the stars on there. So then when we lay this on top, you will see the green come through those stars. To start off by attaching our layering pieces. So I'm going to place mine down the bottom here. Okay, so there we go, so they're all attached now. And now what we need to do is we need to start assembling our sides together. So I've added some double-sided tape to the long tab here and also to the bottom. Don't worry about the bottom at the minute, we're just concentrating on the longer pieces. And we're just simply going to join each piece like this. Okay, and you just go all the way across until you've got them on. So I'll do the first couple with you. So I'm going to peel off the backing. I'm going to have to turn it this way so I can see what I'm doing. And you want to make sure that these sections here are lined up. You just want to make sure that the bottom is level, so then when we stand it up, it will, you know, stand up. So again, and there we go. Okay, so go ahead and add the rest of your pieces. Okay, so there we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to join this piece to the other side, and then you have your tree shape. Okay, so I'm going to attach, so that's the tree now assembled. And I've got some more green mirror cardstock here, and it's a different color to the one I've used for the tree, just because I've run out of this one. But I'm not fussed about it being the same color green on the base, because no one's going to see that anyway. So what I've done is I've peeled off the backing on my tabs that are on the bottom here, added some liquid glue. I'm going to turn my cardstock over, and I'm going to place this on to my card. Okay, so I'm going to sit that on there for a few seconds until that dries. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim off the excess and then that way the base is the same shape as the bottom of my tree. Okay, so I've added my base now, and now we're going to start making our boxes. So we're going to do the bottom row first, and then we're going to work our way up. So for the bottom boxes, you'll need 8 pieces of cardstock, and I'm going to use some gold mirrored cardstock. So you'll need 8 that measure 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, and we're going to score it along the 3 1/4 inch side. Now I found it easier to do it this way, so I popped it in my scoreboard along the 3 1/4 inch side, and I scored 1/2 inch and 1 inch. I rotated it to the opposite side of what we've just scored, and again scored at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. And then I turned it to the 2 1/4 inch side and scored at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. And I've done that to the other pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to cut one with you just to show you. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold on our score lines. Okay, and then you're going to get your scissors, and you see you have these 4 little squares in each corner here, and we are going to cut these 3 squares off and then leave this one here, because that one's going to be the tab to fold in our box. Okay, so that's what you are left with. We're going to give this a trim like that. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So we're going to do the same to the other side. Okay, so when you've done your trimming, you're going to add your adhesive to these areas here. So I'll just show you so you can take a screenshot. And we're also going to punch half a circle. So I'm just using my 3/8 of an inch punch, and I'm just going to punch half a circle in there like so. So we're going to start off by folding in these tabs here, and we're going to join them up like so. They're going to fold in like that, and then that one's going to get attached to those 2 there, and then this bit will get attached to the tree. So there we go. So you have your first box, and like I said, these are going to go along the bottom here. So that's what that will look like. So go ahead and do your other 7 boxes, and then we can attach them to the tree. Okay, so there's my 8 larger boxes. So like I said, these are going to get attached along the bottom of our tree like so. So now we just need to peel off the backing on here. You could use liquid glue if you're not feeling confident about just placing it straight on there. So I'm going to place it. In fact, I'm going to line up the edge of the bottom of my box with this edge bit here of my paper, and try and get that central like so. And then when you're happy, you can just go in and press that down, and there we go, you have your first box. So you just got to go all the way around, add in the rest of your boxes, and there we go. So there is your 8 large boxes along the bottom, and it's starting to come together nicely. So now we're going to move up, and we're going to do our next so row. I've added the 8 boxes along the bottom, and I've also gone ahead and added the majority of those boxes to the rest of the tree. I've just left these 2 spaces here so I could tell you the measurements of them. So I have them here ready. Now you'll notice that the smaller boxes have a smaller tab here. Okay, so that was just so I could able to fit it in this area. So for the medium sized boxes, you will need 8 that measure 2 by 3, and then you're going to score it along the 3-inch side at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Rotate it to the opposite side and score 1/2 inch and 1 inch again, like we did on the last one. And then on the 2-inch side, you will score it again at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Then for the smaller boxes, you will need 8 that measure 2 1/4 by 1 3/4, and along the 2 1/4 inch side, you will score it at 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 1/2, and 2. And then along the 1 3/4 inch side, you will score it at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. And then assemble the boxes like we did with the previous one, and that's what they look like. And then for the papers to go on the front of our boxes, you will need 8 for the large that measure 1 1/8 inch by 1 1/8. For the medium size, you will need 8 that's 7/8 by 7/8, and then for the small ones, you will need 8 that's 5/8 inch by 5/8 inch. Okay, so I've gone ahead and assembled them. So we are going to add them on the tree. So that's where they're going to go. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and decorated it, and I've added my treats. See, I've added these stockings with numbers on them, and I got these off my Cricut, and I just cut them down to the sizes of the different sized boxes. And I've gone all the way around with the stocking stars here, and I embossed them with gold embossing powder, stuck them on, and then I got the black and white gingham ribbon from Stampin' Up and placed that in the center. And there we go. That is our advent calendar using the Witch's Hat gift box die set from Simply Made Crafts. I think this has turned out really, really cute, and it's just finished it off beautifully with all the treats inside, and I absolutely love it. So there we go, guys. I really hope that you've enjoyed this advent calendar week, and again, thank you so much for your love and support to my channel. I really do appreciate it, and keep your eyes peeled because I've got quite a few more Christmas things coming up. And yeah, till next time, guys, take care, and I will see you all soon. Bye.